my channel. Look at this. Look how gorgeous it is tonight. It's about 7:45 and it's just dreamy out. It really is. It's so warm still. It's really still. It's quite peaceful. I mean, I've had the odd car, but it's pretty peaceful out and it's just lovely. I wasn't going to ride today. I didn't need to ride, but I thought I can't kind of miss out on this opportunity. It just felt, I don't know. Supposedly there is like some geostorm going on and maybe that's why it feels kind of weirdly special outside. I don't know why. It just feels strange. Might see the Northern Lights. I'll obviously not with the naked eye. Might see them through my phone. I'll definitely try and watch out later. But yeah, it just feels rather glorious out. Obviously got Sienna and Coop with me. We're just going to have a little doodle. Nothing too exciting. I do think Sienna's coming into season or is in season. She's quite hard to tell other than she's quite bloated, bless her. The size of the barrel on that. And she is quite grumpy. She's just a bit more savage to Corporal, poor lad. Does nothing wrong. And yet she is so mean to him. So anyway, I'm going to put this next clip in because it's so cute. Anyway, she was being a bit restless, which she often is when she's in season. And she was kind of whinnying a bit to me and digging a bit. So I came out and just, gave her a bit of R&R, which she appreciated a lot. Guys, it's Saturday now. I'm up sort of early-ish to get Sienna ridden here before it gets too busy or it gets too warm. The Northern Lights last night were incredible, like nothing I've seen before. Like I've watched out for them a few times over the years and I'll often go out and you'll see like the faint pinky purple colours, but it was just out of this world. Like you could see it with the naked eye, which I've never seen before, though all the pictures I've put up were through my phone. Just unreal. It felt weird as well, and I had such a headache as well. Like it felt like a lot of pressure. What have we stopped for? Are you all right? You're looking alarmed. I'm gonna go. Now, I've never offered my horses pineapple before. I did check online, they can have it, you just have to make sure you've taken the skin off and the core out. Offered it to Sienna first, didn't expect her to eat it, she's pretty fussy, she's not really into unusual things. Corporal, on the other hand, Corporal likes anything quite strange, so I did think he might like, and he did. So much so, I actually went back and got him another piece because he seemed to really like it. Look at him, happy little face. Morning guys, it's now Sunday. Oh, excuse her dirty bit, she's been eating a lot of cow parsley? Sunday morning brain. Cow parsley out on her rides and it's absolutely filthy. She's also just heard, I can hear it in the distance, there's like obviously a motocross meeting on somewhere, but you can hear the bike suddenly go off and she's definitely just heard it. Interesting ride from her today. She has been so chilled out hacking these last few weeks. I've been back sat in the saddle, like a different horse chilled, like long rein, doesn't look at anything, none of the signs are up, or just been amazing, been really good with the traffic. And then today when I got on, she was a bit different in the stable to tack up. And I just thought she must have spotted something out the window and it just like upset her a little bit, but I thought carry on, got on. Started going down the road and she felt so much more tense and so much more unsure. She just didn't want to relax. She was playing with her tongue, which she hasn't been doing out riding, so I knew she had a lot of tension going on. I thought, this is interesting. Anyway, just carried on. She had a couple of moments where she sort of just stopped in the road and was like, I don't know if I want to keep going. And I was like, yeah, keep going. And she was good about that. She actually did just keep going. She didn't make a fuss or anything. Saw a horse out in front, so I had to change my route for my hack. Not that she made a fuss about it, but I didn't want to be on their tail the whole time. And went up the kind of what was meant to be our quiet hill that I often use in the weekday to help with their fitness. Turned out to be the busiest hill. The main road to our village, dead quiet. This one road, which gets used so rarely, I must have seen like 20 cars. I was like, where are you all going? And it just wasn't, what have you seen? It just wasn't ideal for today, because she's sort of just, you really lacked confidence, didn't you? You were like a whole different horse today, really unsure. You've obviously seen something. What is it? Oh dear. Wow. I can't see anything. I'm looking straight ahead where she is and I can't see a thing. But this is the kind of mood she's in today, like just overreacting. She was spooking at the birds, but she never does. I don't want you to go over the thing, please. Can you go back a bit? So you can kind of get such different vibes off of that. It's made me realise just how amazing she has been to hack, because I've not had any of this. You're shaking. Have a look what you're looking at. What is it? All she can see is the garden. I can't see anything, but she's, as you can see, she's having a mental breakdown. Darling, it's fine. But yeah, I've not seen any evidence that she's in season, actually, even though I think this is around her dates. But behaviour-wise, definitely something has changed, because yesterday she was a bit iffy, today far worse. You got through your ride though, didn't you? But she was just so tense, and it was such a shame, because it did bring back memories of last year quite quickly. I thought, oh my goodness, oh yes, we've got the 10th horse back. But do you know what it's really highlighted? Is that she can be chilled, and she can be relaxed, and she can be happy in her work. So obviously something changes in her to make her more like this and more on edge. So in some ways I'm quite pleased I've seen this, because I know then that we can have a chilled Sienna, we can have the world's most relaxed, happy, confident horse, but something triggers the non-confident horse in her. Now whether that is to do with her season, I'd be very interested to see what happens this week. I just, if she doesn't come into season this week, I'd be absolutely shocked, because otherwise that means something else is going on. But yeah, really interesting, but did feel a little bit like a ticking time bomb, and also at one point I had to give her a bit of a kick, and she did put her back up a little bit, and I thought, gosh, it's so different to how she's been when you have been amazing, haven't you? But yeah, but you survived it. That's all that matters, isn't it? You survived. Why are horses so complicated? Why are you so complicated? I still can't see anything down there. Who knows? But interesting ride anyway. Hopefully we get our chilled Sienna back, because that was far more fun. I'm glad she can be chilled though. I'm glad it's made me realise, because I don't think I've ever felt the recent hacking with her before. So it's nice to know it is there, and she does have the ability to be uber chilled. We've just got to try and work out what brings out the more fiery, sassy Sienna. Fixated on the garden. There's nothing out there. I can see there's nothing there. You know how in the last video clip I just said, oh, there's no evidence of her in season yet either. Scrap that. She's definitely in season. Very clearly. Which is kind of good, because it means there's a reason for her behaviour, and the reason why she was feeling kind of unconfident and tense and worried and so on. Now the thing is to see how long this goes on for, and whether we can get her through it, because in previous summers she sort of just stayed in that tense, nervous way of going. So let's hope this only lasts a few days, and then she goes back to being the super relaxed Sienna. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, won't it? Anyway, put the date down on the board. We will see. But at least there's a reason for it, hey Sienna? I don't really want to put her on Regulate, but I'm not dismissing it, because if this causes her discomfort for more than a few days and she's not the chilled horse that I have had, then I might well give it a go. She's currently on the Premier Performance Sassy Mare, and I do think out of all the mare supplements, that's probably one of the best ones. But it's obviously not enough because of the way she's been today. So yeah, it'll be we'll just monitor it for the next week and see if her behaviour improves in a few days' time, or whether it's kind of lingers for a little while. Let's hope she gets over it nice and quickly, because if she does, then I wouldn't put her on Regulate, and I would just accept that when she's in season, she's going to have a rough few days, and then she'll be fine again. That we can work around, that's not an issue. But obviously if it affects her for longer, that's more of a problem, and I don't want her being uncomfortable and so on. So yeah, see how we get on.